We be vlogging a couple of weeks into January, and we're lifting weights, and we got ourselves the most exciting part of the year. Christmas is coming early. Comp season is kicking off for me as a coach, which is really fucking cool. Full of people I help, all cool stuff happening and exciting. I love it. It's a great time for everybody else and their training, and not so great for mine. Talked about it before, talk about it again. How does it impact it? What have I got to do? What does it mean? It means, short version, I don't get to train as much on a comp for the crew. Essentially, we're in Gympie tomorrow. Today's Friday night. So that means I lose Saturday training. Friday is out because I'm jamming a bunch of clients in and friends to be able to help. I normally coach over 6 days, so we got 5 days of coaching, less days to train. Essentially, I can only really train 2 good sessions for the week. Organised, thought about, and considered all these things, which we all should be with busy lifestyles. I knew it was coming, so it is what it is. But how do we move around and what do we do? What do I do? Simple strategy is I schedule deload shifting weeks around that time period. For me, I had picked up to a single this week, and next week was scheduled as a deload or a shifting week. So what I'll do for this training is that I'm going to spread the week into 2 weeks. So the concept of having a training week doesn't need to be really a thing. You can use 2 weeks to get the training in. I'm still going to get the same amount of training days that I would in that 2 week period. I'm going to be considerate of the deloads. The loads are coming down a little bit. I do look forward to pushing the reps and just keep grinding. A little bit of hypertrophy for the muscles, but I do need to drop some of the intensity. You see the daddies when I talk about them, I'm feeling cooked. I'm feeling flat. My fucking thumbs hurt. It's always a good indicator. So we're going to do that, definitely. But because we've got the 2 weeks, train 2 days this week, train 4 days next week. Easy way to overcome it. But that's what it comes out of it. Organised, thought out and planned. You look at what's coming up so you can schedule training around it, and you still get to work towards the goals. Rather than if I wasn't ready for this, I'd be thinking, fuck, I don't get to squat. I'd be worrying about how and what I'd be doing to overcome it. And then you start missing sessions, which, yeah, the goal is to try and not miss sessions in general if you can. So anyway, check out the week. I've only got a couple of days of videos, the bench, the deadlift, some cool deadlifts, so some cool benches.
Oh, with benches, we got 2 wheelies on the bench. Something about getting 2 wheels on there, you feel like a big boy pressing some kilos, which is cool. But, mate, to be honest, it's also a nice little milestone. 2 wheels, shoulder feels good. Who would have thought doing the little things with little bands consistently and getting treatment for it would make it feel nice. Camera pulled up a little bit stiff after this stash in that area, but certainly not as bad as previous week. So the progress is there. We're across it and we're on top of it. Mate, I've no idea what's at the top here. Feels like another 10 kilos potentially, but who knows. Coming week we'll load it up and maybe another 10 and have a crack, see if we can get 90 kilos. We're working the work rate. We have the 1 minute rest period. I can report eventually these 90s get freaking tough and I start slowing down. Said reasonably accountable to the minute back here on, like I've talked about. I love this way of training because it's a great way to get it done quickly. Certainly makes it a little bit more enjoyable as well, I think, too, which is great. Here we go. We have accessory of the week. Let's call it the kneeling dumbbell shoulder press, single arm, of course. What do we got going on here? We are chasing a stable shoulder. Anything pressing single arm is great for me. I do find the inside press a little nicer on the shoulder than the outside press, but that's not to be said. Later I did push that exercise as well, so you want to be strong in all ranges of movement, but I do enjoy this one. This is a great one for shoulder stability. As always, I do like to put the exercise of the week or accessory of the week in here. If you want to see that I do my accessories too, and to show off, there's not a lot of weight here. I think it's a 10, not too much, but by the time I finish the bench I am cooked and tired and I am trying to be deliberately specific with this rather than just load up and throw a thing over my head. Focusing on, well, let's say trying to get the ribs down. I could be better at that, but deliberately pushing up and back so it is over my head. One of the opportunities I do think that does exist in an exercise like a shoulder press is we too often half rep that thing. We do not come all the way down. We do not lock it out. We do not get over our head. We will too often just pump that thing and get it done and load it up. Would be surprised if you drop it back a little bit and do a full range how much actual more work you get out of it. Again, another good opportunity to look at that. Again, is the seated row, slowing it down, pausing that thing, thinking about what the shoulder rhinos are doing in that position. What do we got? Half a stack. That's like 55, 60 kilos. Again, not a lot of weight. If I wanted to load that thing and throw myself around, I could definitely do it. That is not the point at this time of the training block, and I am a sweaty mess now, that is for sure. Ab wheel. I suck at these. However, I get a great stimulus in the old core out of them. So I'm going to keep doing them, and I like the idea of not sucking at these. But thought I'd share it with you. Just because I'm good at a few exercises doesn't mean I'm great at all the exercises. There is plenty that I need to have opportunity for me. You see I've got that little red knock there. That keeps me accountable. So I like to do the ab wheel. But that spot I can continually aim to get towards by touching and pushing onto it. So I can be consistent. I've been hitting the ab wheel every Monday. I am pulling up sore in the abs, like they're working, but it's not the big ones, feeling the little ones doing their thing and stabilizing, which is really good. Focus point here is keeping the hips tucking and just arching that lower back and banging my back around. Good exercise, easy one to do for core work, also an easy one not to do. If it's written on the program, don't skip it, just fucking do the thing. Doesn't take. Did I drag ass in my training? That's right, 7 minutes on some sets, 7 minutes from when I hit record to fucking doing the thing. I was cooked, but who cares? I pulled 250. The goal was 250. We got it. Would I liked it to move faster? Yes. However, was the goal to lift it? Yes. So we did it. We're fucking stoked. Back down singles, keeping the 3 top singles, which for me I think is important. Being an adult and not just redlining myself with 3 big ones, just one good one. We had programmed and worked towards doing that. Getting a lot happier with position off the floor though. All that work in the shoulder rhino is allowing me to sit it where it should, and I'm getting so much more upper back tension, which is so good for the deadlift. I'm getting sore in that area too, which is another good indicator that I'm actually working the muscles that I should. Now we're coming to the sumos. This point, the 250 has cost me. I am fucking tired. I am cooked. My thumbs are hurting. I am whingy. I am taking too long to do it. This set I'm reasonably happy with, but to be honest, when you see the other ones, you will see the fatigue creeping in and they just start falling apart. I made a decision with myself at that point that I still wanted to keep the work. I did not want to drop it back. The target was 200, so we did compromise some technique on that. We can tidy that up with some skill work in the coming weeks, but you can sit back and enjoy and watch the literal suffering with me fucking around with my hands because it hurts. It's always a good indicator that I'm a little bit off for the day. Look at me fucking door. Come on, Johnny, just pick the bloody thing up and get it done. There we go. And that is slow. And that is 200. But that's alright. It's all good. Sometimes it's important that when the things don't move as quick as you would, in brackets, want them to, just be fucking happy that they moved. And that's kind of where I'm at. I'm happy they moved. Positioning not too bad, but like you can see, I am getting tired. We're relying a little bit too much on the back. The legs are caving in a touch more than I would like. But it is what it is. Not much we can do about it. I hit the number I wanted, and that's what is important. New training block coming up after the deload. As we talked about, we are pushing this week and next week into 2 weeks. So next week's deadies, definitely going to scale them back. I am tired, I am cooked. I need to make sure I reduce load. We might just muck around on the trap bar, to be honest. Have some fun on that. I do like that. It doesn't beat me up as much as the shorter range of movement, and I do enjoy doing something a little bit different. So we might make that the main movement in the coming weeks and get that done. I do need to prioritize and get some squatties in there, so that's going to be done. Sunday or most likely Monday with the target like we talked about to get 4 days. Right here you can see I'm saying fuck this and I want it done. That is a rubbish set, but that's alright. We picked it up like we said, that's the main thing. We're moving along. Hands hurt. Took too fucking long to do that set. And I'm just sitting at this point I'm thinking, God damn, another one. Look at me looking down, looking nowhere. I'm trying to look up but my head's still down. It's laughable, but in the moment, I just thought, fuck it, we just need to get this set done and get it done. But we will continue to work on this in the coming blocks. But knowing how I felt coming into this, just does give me good data and good understanding of how to pick weights on that next block. I will probably look to maybe finish maybe here with some more reps or a touch in front. I would be silly to think I should finish too much further in front of this set if I got plans to pull a big conventional on the coming training blocks. And the RDLs to keep me accountable. Here we go. Big moment, 100 kilo RDL. I was having a little think back. One of the greatest training runs I had on a sumo, and I do feel it's a huge contributor building up to getting myself to pulling 300 was a heavy fucking RDL run I did. So right now, building more capacity, building hamstrings with lighter loads, building grip strength, not running the whole grip here. I get them hands fucking strong.